What should be happening? Meme, at some point you just have to let go of what you thought should happen and live in what is happening. This is an excellent point. I had to do this week. I realized I made a dog's breakfast of the Implant Communications Personal Channeling Initiative, because I thought few would be interested in a personal channeling. I was wrong. But the should here is, I should put out many avenues of contact because I don't think many people will want a channeling. Boy, was I wrong. It blew up in my face. I suffer from PTSD, so I didn't need that. I had to sit and look at how my expectations were incorrect and how I had created that screw up. I really hadn't foreseen that because my expectations were wrong. I apologize to all who I have inconvenienced. However, this is not an invitation to start emailing me again. I'm busy. I don't have time to answer your emails and messages, and I'm not going to get involved in the personal lives of everyone who wants to share their lives with me. I would also rather deal with my mood swings alone instead of involving anyone in them. Please don't argue that I need to reach out rather than suffer alone. I have Ivo and anyone in the universe to talk to, so I'm not alone. The fact is as well, I simply don't have enough time to be friends with you all. Sorry, but that's the way it is. I don't care what other people in the field are doing. I think it's insane for anyone who gets 1,000 emails a day to try to answer all of them, especially without help, but I've heard of people trying to do so. This is why popular people go incommunicado. I know how I need to work, and it's calmly and quietly. That should is, I should be able to work peacefully. I worked on the form to ensure that all the information I needed was submitted to me from the get-go. I worked on that page on my website to ensure you understand many things, like you would not be getting a payment confirmation, for example. I worked on a help section underneath the form to give you as much information as you could possibly want. I took the form down in order to limit new orders for a week until I could get caught up. And I'm still working on these things to ensure that everyone gets their channelings as quickly as possible and that I get to work in peace and quiet. I made a long list of shoulds. I should do this and I shouldn't do that, and they should do this and they shouldn't do that. I will go through the entire list of shoulds to find a compromise that will take both sides into consideration. However, we still reserve the right to refund questions we will not answer or people we will not deal with. Another should that I have is that I should be able to do all the work, channel Ivo, Ashta, and every other galactic being who wants to talk to you, do all the admin work, keep my website up, keep producing videos with new content, file my taxes on time, which of course never happens, keep my house clean, have enough time to take care of my PTSD and my fibro, take time to relax, take time to do meditation, ground, and do inventory and journaling, read books, watch videos, and do my cooking. That's just in one day. I don't have time for all of this. What's more, when the list of things to do exceeds the time you have to do them in, you get what the matrix is all about: stress due to time shortage. Not enough hours to take care of your needs and wants. Please don't send me an email with your sympathies or a Facebook message that you relate to what I'm talking about. I know many of you understand. Some of you don't or can't. Your message will be ignored. Obviously that should isn't even realistic. I keep telling Ivo I need admin help with this service and he keeps saying it's coming. It's never soon enough, but in the meantime I have to wonder why, if I qualify for disability, I've never worked harder in my life. Me, Ivo, what does shooting on yourself and others do to a person? Ivo, it keeps them out of alignment with the flow, my love. Me, so realistically there are only so many things a person can do in a day, and then they have to be prioritized. Ivo, that is one way of looking at it. However, the other way of looking at it is asking yourself what you feel like doing next. Me, how so? You're always asking me to do my meditation. And I don't feel like it? Ivo, and do you do it? Me, nope, most of the time I don't. However, I see the value in it. Ivo, yes, it has to do with energies. Me, how's that? Ivo, if the energy is right for you to do a certain thing, or if you are aligned with that thing, it will be easier for you to do it. Such as yesterday when you sat down to do the personal channelings, you worked for several hours and it was easy. The energy was right to do it. When you work this way, you require less time for relaxation and to distress. Me, good point. Ivo, you have not been working on YouTube channelings such as this one, but it is because the energy was being absorbed by the problem you had with the personal channelings. Now that the problem seems to be under control, at least for now, your energy is more favorable towards doing the work. Me, yes, stressing takes a lot of time. Ivo, so many of you say you should do this and should do that, and then when you do it you become upset about doing it and say you should not be upset. So no matter what you are doing, your expectations are not in realistic alignment with what you are doing. Many things can be done in a day, but many of you spend time dealing with emotions that work against you. We realize this is the matrix that has either done this to you or is doing this to you, to try to trip you up, so we ask that you cooperate with those who are trying to work for you and allow them to work as expediently as possible with no distractions. Yes, the matrix utilizes distractions to take you away from your work. Many of you have unmet needs, particularly the need to talk about this. Why do you not speak to each other rather than direct your conversation at Sharon? This is a solution for those of you suffering from loneliness. Yes, Sharon can answer your questions and she has decided to do so. But she has clearly outlined what type of questions she prefers to answer but has not stated that there would be aftercare, and for the price she charges it would be unreasonable to expect that you would receive aftercare in the way of constant messaging, or emailing. If you need further instruction, then it is up to you to figure it out yourself. Having the expectation that Sharon will be available for all your wants and needs, when she is servicing the needs of so many others is unreasonable. Attempting to monopolize her time will not be tolerated. She is a human X-ray machine, so she is very skilled at seeing through to your intentions. This is the benefit of being an empathy. She can determine what you are attempting to get from her and it is up to her to decide whether she will give it or not. Assume that because this is a service that gives you introductory information, that it is up to you to pursue whatever you need to realize your goals with respect to this information, such as contacting a twin flame. That, in fact, is the goal of our giving you this information, to encourage you to further develop your multidimensional skill set or to understand situations which have already occurred and to put them to rest. When your questions are answered, this allows you to continue to work on telepathic abilities or to understand what those in other dimensions have been attempting to tell you. This leaves you to take action if you desire. But do not expect results tomorrow, that is unrealistic. Continue to work at achieving your goals. That is always the goal of our messages, for you to understand something about yourself and for you to further develop yourself via the information we provide to you. We do not encourage your developing a dependency on us to provide you with more and more information. Me, and Sharon will cut you off if you are. It's like throwing you into the deep end to teach you to swim. Tough love.